Hi! Yes I am. So in this video I wanted to explain something. In one of the videos that I made 2 videos ago, I think it was, I tested out an 18-inch speaker in my SMD box in my living room because that is where it lives now. So I use it to watch movies with and, well, listen to movies with. You can't watch movies with a speaker. What I'm going to do is sort of take you through the process that I went through in order to try to avoid the copyright thing, because I had to upload that video about 6 times and each time I sort of made a change to try to get around the copyright algorithm, and the last thing I did worked, but it wouldn't have been as good for you to watch. But I'm going to show you what I did, and what I'm going to do here is also test this out with these speakers right here. These are here too, but I'm not going to use these, although I could probably wire these up to those. I probably won't do that. These were just lying here and I forgot to take them out of the shop. So there we are, and this right here actually is a part of this. And I'm going to use some metal glue, this stuff. It's not metal glue, it's solder or solder. I'm going to use that to connect these wires to these speakers because, you know, they won't work otherwise. So yeah, I'm going to take you through what I did. This wire as well is not supposed to be in the shot, so there we go, that's now... So yeah, trying to bypass the algorithm was a bit of a pain, but I managed to do it, and I'll show you what I did in the editing process as well. Now, if you're going to try to do what I did to sort of get around the copyright thing, then you're going to have to low pass the songs, so your viewers aren't going to enjoy what you're putting out as much as they would if the song was completely intact. Okay, so these are now connected to the amp, and the amp is connected to my phone. Now, that video that I uploaded with the 18-inch sub, which was constantly being flagged, was because of this song. And what I did first, step 1, was to low pass the music, which is what I'm going to do here, because obviously if the music is playing through these, it's going to be flagged. But if I low pass these, then the bass isn't going to register on the microphone because these are not in a box. Also, with these being smaller, even if they were in a box, the bass probably wouldn't really even register because the bass is quite low on this track. And the track is Young Jeezy Put On, and it's quite a popular bass track. This is a decaf edit. I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out if you want. Also, I noticed one of my pictures from quite a long time ago being used in a video for one of these songs. Somebody else has uploaded the song but used a picture of my SMD, and I thought that was quite funny. But yeah, what I'll do now is I'll play this track, I'll low pass it in post, in the editing stage. But if you're unfamiliar with that song and you go to the link in the description, you can hear what it sounds like, and basically that's what these speakers are putting out. Right, so I'll just press play on this and low pass. So, as you saw, these speakers move quite well with this amp, literally too. This amp, however, the speakers that it comes with don't put out low frequencies, so this isn't really designed to. Therefore, any frequencies under like 30, 35 hertz drop off quite quick. And that song that I played had a 25 hertz note in it, and these didn't really put that out. However, what I'll do now is I'll show you what I did to try to get around the algorithm. Also, let me just say that there is no real way to get around the algorithm. You either use copyrighted material or you don't. Right, so what we have here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 8-bar loops, technically 8-bar loops. So the music plays, and then when it gets to here it repeats, like as though it's just one track. What I've got on this is this. The first thing I did was set a low pass filter, and that didn't work, so I had to come back to this and I made the low pass even lower. And because it was only the bass that I was recording, that was totally fine. But I think this time it thought it was some sort of a remake. So then what I decided to do is, I'll show you on this. I went over to this, and then what I did was I made chops. So here we have the chops made, and then I got rid of these parts right here. And it's kind of hard to tell because this is completely full range audio that's been recorded, but what we had here was more obvious. Also, it was only part of the bass line that was playing, up until the change in frequency, which was the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. And there's actually two here. I'm not too sure if I actually chopped this as well or just left it as one. But when it came to uploading this, it was also flagged as a remake, or whatever the term is that they used. So I had to come back to this again. I think it was about the 4th or 5th time by now. I decided to completely get rid of the bass line, which obviously is being quite desperate, and also hoping that the viewers would know what song this was. It is quite a popular song, but not everybody knows what it is. So, I mean, taking the bass away from a bass demo is a little extreme, considering the fact that I could have just re-recorded this with some other song. Anyway, what I did then was I inserted this, which is basically my version of this tune in piano form. And this right here is how I made it. This is FL Studio, and it's right there. So back to this. This right here is the music that I made in FL Studio. So what I'll do is I'll just get rid of this, and we'll make it one the way it was originally. And now I'll play this, and you'll see that this piano is in sync with this perfectly. The only thing is, there's no bass line. Now, I'm just showing you my attempt to try to bypass the algorithm because it was quite funny. This did work in the end, but I thought I'd redo the video, and I did get a chance to because a neighbour went out. I ran a completely different set of songs. I did my own, I think. Yeah, I mean, it did work in the end, like I said, but I thought I'd leave it out because not a lot of people would understand the bass line of this song to begin with. And I mean, what's the point in recording the bass line of a song if the bass line of the song isn't even in the video? So yeah, this was basically my attempt at sort of bypassing the algorithm. Didn't quite work out. I left it out of the video in the end, like I said, and yeah, just thought I'd show you this because I thought it was funny, and I'll see you in the next one.